What's up, you guys? It's Josh here. Welcome to my new unscripted channel. For those of you guys who don't know me, I moved here to Miami when I was 19 on my own. I just rented a room from someone's house and I was working 2 retail jobs at Dolphin Mall at the time. And then fast forward 3.5 years later, now I live here. I finally have my own apartment here in Brickell and I make content full time. So if you guys want to see the kind of stuff that I do, I have my main channel, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. That'll be linked down in the description below. But I am now expanding into the more like sit down, more educational kind of content. Lately, I've been in a little bit of a rut. I've been a little directionless lately, and I've been reviewing the past journals that I've had over the years. And the reoccurring thing that I found in everything that I wrote is that I've always found my way back through following my intuition. I feel like in the modern times that we live in, and especially like all of the content that's just like available to us right away, I feel like it can get overwhelming in like finding direction of like where you want to go in life, what you want to do. It's for sure okay to like consume content and like see what other people are doing to get inspired, to like find new ideas, how you can become your own entrepreneur and things like that. But I also think that there's just as much importance in silencing the noise and getting clear with what you really want, just out of like listening to your intuition. When I first discovered Miami, I was here on vacation with my parents, and then obviously once we got to like the Coral Gables, the downtown, the Brickell side, I saw all of the lifestyle, I saw all the cars, I saw all the watches, like all like this materialistic stuff that gets any guy motivated, fired up, inspired. I saw all these things and I felt a way about myself and the possibilities of what life could be when I first vacationed here. And I did not have a clear answer at all. I had no like business model that I wanted to follow. I just knew intuitively that I wanted to live here in Miami. And at that time, I was only 19 years old. I recently left car sales at that time to pursue real estate. I just got my real estate license in the state of Illinois, and I was working at H&M at the time, like in the mornings or in the evenings, and work around like my real estate shifts where I was just like shadowing established real estate agents, and I was just going to the office and learning. Literally, moment I got here, my intuition was just screaming at me like, yo, you have to be here. Like there's just something here for you. And I decided to trust my intuition and make the move here. Now, I'm not gonna tell you that I just moved here and everything like magically worked out. Definitely not the case. There were so many things that I had to go through in between. Like my living situation was definitely not the most ideal. I had to rent out this room from this old lady who kept her house at such a hot temperature, believe it or not. Like I swear, like, cause like this lady, she would just be outside like in her backyard hanging out for the most part, and she'd just like have like all the windows open. But my room was upstairs, and the temperature in my room was like fluctuating between like 73 to 78 degrees, give or take. And it was just so bad during the summer, you know, because it's Florida. And no matter how many fans I bought for my room, it would just end up even hotter because of like, I guess like the electric current for like powering on the fans. I don't know, it's just like bro science, but you get my point. Like it was just so uncomfortable. And then I was working 2 retail jobs, and like I was just, I might be offending some people here, but I was working like with a bunch of like NPCs. Like some of them were cool people, but they didn't have like the mindset. They didn't really want more out of life. They were just kind of there. You know, they just wanted clothes for cheap. They wanted something like in the meantime while they were in school or whatever. But I had to like figure out my way. That was like my starting point. Eventually like got into the car dealership world, and that was how I kind of like gotten more established in Miami. My intuition was calling me to start creating content, and I started making YouTube videos with my iPhone, and then eventually got better over time, and I was discovered by my first ever client, which is Orangey, and basically opened up the roadmap for me to like start filming content for other people. And then, yeah, here we are today. The point that I'm trying to make, guys, is everything that I've been able to do now has all come from following my intuition. There has been so many times in between in my life where I was, being told by my family, like, you should have stayed, with your parents, you should have stayed at home, you should have went to college, you should have saved your money. But that wasn't like my calling, and it was rough at first. Just because you follow your intuition doesn't mean that things are going to magically happen right away. But if you stick to your gut and you stick to what you envision in the future, 90% of the time you are right. I swear to God. If I were to open up some of these journals that I've wrote years ago, majority of everything that I wrote here in my journal has come true. I've always dreamed for living in a nice apartment like this. I've never had anything like this before. And of course, there's more to life than just like all of these like materialistic desires. I've definitely envisioned what the highest version of me would be. And I'm starting to see glimpses of this version of myself. And that is literally because I just keep following my intuition. Right now, I'm going through this weird season of my life where I'm not necessarily sure what I'm supposed to do with YouTube and stuff, with the main channel, with this channel. But all I could say is like making this video, it feels right to me. I feel like I could make a bigger impact with my audience making content like this instead of solely making those like really cool day in the life vlogs that are just like super like engaging, highly edited, like cinematic and stuff like that. As fortunate as I am to be able to film for some really big creators that you guys may know, I know that's not the end destination of what I want with my life. My end goal is to have a successful personal brand that is inspiring, entertaining, educational. I really want to make an impact. I started losing passion for like filming all of these like day in the life vlogs. Like, it was just like constant flexing. And don't get me wrong, like the lifestyle stuff is super fun to make. It's super inspiring and I like making that kind of stuff, but I felt like there just wasn't enough depth, with my work. I felt like I could be doing something much more impactful, much more meaningful than all of these like, new car vlogs that I make for clients, or like all of these like, I don't know, flexing lifestyle vlogs. Like, those vlogs are super cool. I am not hating on those. I'm for sure, if I get to that level of being able to buy like Lambos and stuff like that and fly first class consistently, of course I'm going to make content on it. There's no doubt. But I definitely wanted to, break out of that format and branch into something new. That's what my intuition was telling me to do. So if you're watching this video right now and you feel lost, you don't know what to do with your life, you feel a little stagnant with what you're currently doing, you feel like there's more that you can do, but you're not exactly sure, my advice to you, because it's the one thing that's always been working for me in the past, and I believe it's working with me right now, is like, just follow your intuition and take one step at a time. You may not be able to see how everything is going to come together in the bigger picture of things, but just focus on what your intuition is calling you to do now. Take action on that. Maybe 10% of the time I'm wrong with the things that I do, but I feel like taking action and being wrong, I feel like it's much more beneficial than sitting back and doing nothing at all. But yeah, guys, this is the first official video that I want to launch on the Unscripted channel. These are just like thoughts that I've been having. I definitely want to become more articulate and more clear and stay more on track with everything that I talk about. So let me know in the comments what you guys think, if there's anything you want me to talk about, if there's any way that I could help you, let me know, and I want to make more videos on that. So yeah, guys, that's it from me. Like and subscribe if you guys want to see more content like this, and then if you guys want to follow my main channel, I'll have that linked in the description below, and I'll also have my Instagram linked as well, because that's where I'll be whenever I'm not here on YouTube. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you on the next video.